Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to discuss the differences between a reset deadlift and a touch and go deadlift. They're quite different and we're going to just discuss how they benefit you strength wise, maybe how they don't benefit you strength wise, and just the differences between the two. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so first off, let's just talk about the difference between the two. Let's discuss what each one is. So a reset deadlift is simply when you reset and you stop, you come to a complete stop at the bottom and lift again. So you are completely resetting your deadlift. A touch and go is where you tap and go at the bottom. So those are the differences. So I'm gonna demonstrate each one. Then we're gonna discuss the difference between the two, maybe which one's gonna benefit you. First up, we're gonna do a touch and go sumo deadlift. So let me show you guys what a touch and go deadlift looks like. We're gonna go down into our sumo position. Okay, so that is a touch and go deadlift. We are not stopping when we hit the floor. We touch, we lift. We touch, we lift. Next up, we are going to do a reset deadlift. So let me show you a reset deadlift. This is where we come down into a complete stop at the bottom before lifting again. So sumo stance again. These two are quite different, as you can see. It takes a lot more effort to reset than the touch and go. As you can see, I demonstrated a reset deadlift where we come to the dead stop, and then the touch and go where we tap and go. If you are doing a touch and go, I highly recommend you guys to switch over to a reset deadlift and just see the amount of strength gains that you are going to make. It's amazing. So with a reset deadlift, they're just so much more beneficial because you're able to increase your strength at the bottom range of motion of a deadlift. You're gonna be able to become more consistent in your strength and in the movement because you're having to come back to that setup and that start position, which is so important because you're having to brace yourself. You're having to just engage everything and reset yourself, which requires a lot more strength to be able to do than where you touch and go. The touch and go is kind of like you're cheating the rep. You're kind of like, if you're doing 10 reps, it's kind of like you're doing 5 because you're not resetting. You're kind of cheating the rep. So if I were you, I would highly recommend switching over to a reset. So let's talk about some more benefits when it comes to a reset deadlift. So when you're doing a reset deadlift, you're coming to that dead stop at the bottom. So you're able to really build your strength because you're having to reset after each rep. You don't want to take too much of a pause, but you're taking enough of a pause that you have to reset yourself, re-brace yourself, and then lift. So that's just increasing your strength over time. So with it being said, doing this is allowing you to gain strength. So when you test out your 1 rep max, your strength is going to be there. You have been resetting and bracing yourself, and you have been preparing yourself for that 1 rep max. Where if you're doing touch and go, you have so much momentum because you're kind of hitting that ground. It's like it's assisting you in the movement versus when you have to reset, it's all in those quads, it's all in our spinal erector. So we are having to really engage those areas and use those muscles to lift that bar. Where when we have a touch and go, you are using that momentum off the ground that is assisting you in the lift. So it's so much more beneficial for our strength to reset, come to that stop position. It's just gonna increase and help you so much when you go to do your 1 rep max. It's just so beneficial for you when it comes time to test that 1 rep max. Another benefit to reset deadlifts is if you're losing the tension during the lift, if you are losing your grip, coming down to that restart position, that setup position is allowing you to reset your grip so you can lift another rep. So it's super beneficial for our grip strength as well as just helping us focus more on our grip, focus more on our form. There's just so many more benefits to resetting a deadlift, in my opinion, than there is to touch and go. There's a time and a place for touch and go, and I have done those in the past. I just feel so much better when I'm doing a reset deadlift, and I feel way more strength when I'm doing a reset deadlift. I just feel really strong. So I've also seen super big benefits from my numbers doing a reset deadlift than I did with touch and go. Touch and go, I didn't see as much strength gains. When I'm resetting my deadlift, my strength has kind of really shot up over the last like month and a half. So it's also allowing me to really focus on that explosiveness. Like when I'm at the bottom and I have to reset, I'm able to just explode up. So focusing on that speed work is super vital and important to making sure our deadlift is strong and great form, and just that explosiveness is a powerful thing when you're lifting that heavy weight. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you are doing touch and go, one thing I will say is just making sure that, you know, you don't want to just like bounce the weight off the ground. So, you know, you want to touch and go. You don't want to just bounce it. So that would be one thing that I would say not to do when you do it. So anyways, I hope this video was helpful for you guys. If you guys have any questions, leave a comment, DM me. Happy to help and answer anything I can. So I hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope you guys give reset deadlifts a try. Let me know how it works out for you. And I will see you guys in the next video. Make sure that you like and subscribe, please. And I'll see you guys next time.